Hey everybody, welcome back to the Genuine Life Podcast. I'm your host, Jennifer Nicole. Jenn, anything but Jenny. Forrest Gump ruined that for me. Welcome back. Happy Friday. You made it through another week. It is so great to be here with you. And good God, I'm glad to have made it through another week. It is just, I don't know about you, but this week for me was super busy. Work was crazy. And I'm not really sure what was going on. I just felt like everything was just happening at once for me. And yeah, my phone was on Do Not Disturb longer than normal. It was a lot. It was a lot this week for me. And even like a little bit of last week too. So yeah, I'm just happy we're here. It's a Friday or Saturday, Sunday, whenever you're listening to this, just happy day, okay? Any day is a good day that we're here and breathing. So just welcome to the show. If you're brand new, thank you for tuning in. I have seen quite a few followers from a couple of episodes, and I know there are a few people who have just been joining our Genuine Life crew. So welcome to the family. You have joined an elite group, if I do say so myself. We are a wonderful group of people who gather here on this podcast, and really we just live our lives genuinely. We spread positive vibes. We try to live life with a good positive flow. Life can beat us up sometimes, and so I try to leave 30 to 45 minutes on this podcast as a place where you can just let your hair down and gather with other beautiful souls across the world. Because, honey, the Genuine Life Podcast is now global, okay? We're global. So anyway, welcome if this is your first time. Welcome back if this is your second or third or 33rd time, because I think this is episode 33 or 34. So just welcome. You're like an OG at this point. You're a part of the family. So just thank you for tuning in. The show would be nothing without you. So I appreciate you, and I have to open up the show with gratitude. So I appreciate it. So what have I been up to? I've been working some more, and then working some more, and working. So life has been good though. I won't complain for sure. Just trying to really nail down this whole time management. I talked about this a little bit on the show before, and it is just like, I don't know. I wake up and I feel like I blink and it's time to go to bed. It's just like, where is the day going? So I'm still working on some tips and tricks. And Alyssa Mead, I had her on the show early on when I had first started the podcast. Might bring her back on. This is kind of like her specialty. So if she's listening, which I know she is, she's so good at being a loyal listener, I might be bringing you back on the show. I just voluntold you. So anyway, yeah, that's really what I've been up to. I have a really cool trip coming up. I'm going to Vegas next weekend for my sister's birthday. So I'm very excited about that. It will be my first time in Las Vegas. And the only thing that I have ever known about Las Vegas is what I've seen in the movies with the four guys. I forgot the name of the movie. You guys know the movie I'm talking about. That's all I know. And then I know there's like shows, and then really big crab legs, Gordon Ramsay, it's hot, and casinos. And I know there's way more, hopefully. So I'm just looking forward to getting away. It's gonna be really cool. And just kind of getting a break, So I'm looking forward to that. And then the really, really cool trip that I have coming up, September 27th, I'll be in Dallas, where I will be catching the Dallas Cowboys beating the Philadelphia Eagles. Keyword, they're going to tear them up. Yeah, it's a Monday night game. I will be there, and I'm so grateful I was able to treat myself. So I was able to get like a really cool seat, and I can't wait to go. I'm just like, I cannot wait to go. I'm going to be screaming my face off. So I'm looking forward to that. That's September 27th. So anyway, that's what I have coming up. Of course, I'll be podcasting every little detail, so you guys will be with me with those trips and all that good stuff. So, oh my God. Do you guys remember a couple of episodes ago, I had purchased a toy for Puffy, and he had the nerve to be playing that toy in the background? Yeah. That's what you hear right now. I cannot believe him right now. I'm taking it. Hold on. y'all, and I'm not editing that because that's, if you're new to the show, just a heads up. This is called the Genuine Life Podcast for a reason, because this is genuinely life. Dogs will be dogs, and for some reason, my dog, who has been quiet, decides to play his toy while I'm recording. And it's late. I don't feel like taking that out, so it is what it is. And now he's staring at me with the death eyes. Anyway, so let's get to today's episode. It's a really fun one. I felt like I wanted to keep it a little light today. The history behind it. So I want you to take yourself back to when Oprah used to do her favorite things episodes, and she would kind of give out all these little cool prizes of things that she loved throughout the year, usually happening around Christmas time, and she would surprise her audience with these really cool gifts. And so I came up with this idea. Every quarter, every 3 months, I would announce things that I loved. And so the reason why this is kind of significant to me, and if you've been following me on social media for some time, you would know that I am like super honest about things that I use, and I only ever suggest them to you if they're good. So I do not, get on here like just telling you anything, number one. Most of the time, I didn't, never got any kind of commission. I say most of the time because now that it's slightly changing, I do have a like to know it page now. So all of these items that I'm naming today, if you decide to purchase any of them, there is a commissionable link that will be linked to them. So I do have to disclose that. However, my opinion of these items remain the same. They will not make this list if they weren't good. I'm so sick of this dog. Anybody want to Bijan? He's free at this point. Sit. Ciao. Back to our program. So, the reason why this is important is because, like I said, I do not suggest anything that I don't like. So if I'm not wearing it currently, if I don't use it currently, or if I just don't like it, it's not going on this list. Okay. So what I'm about to share with you are 12 of my favorite things currently that I use in no particular order. And let's jump into it. I'm so excited. So the first 2 items on my list are for my stationery fanatics. So if you like stationery, the first 2 items are for you. If you follow me on Instagram, I've already kind of talked about the first item that I'm about to name, and it's called Barren Fig. And it is a notebook. It is a beautiful canvas notebook that lays flat, and it is just incredible. So you're probably thinking, girl, what is a notebook? What a notebook is a notebook is a notebook. You're right. If you don't like stationery, that is probably what you're thinking. But if you like stationery, there's like a level to notebooks. There's like the Walmart notebooks, and then there's like the elite notebooks, the ones where the creators really take the time to think about lefties and righties, and the paper is thick, so they really consider the pen that you're using, and is it bleeding through the paper, right? Okay, so this is that company. You want to check them out. The notebook that I have is called The Confidant. It comes in a beautiful box that you can store your notebook in when you're not using it. They even considered when, I don't know if you guys are familiar. Again, this is for my stationery people. So if this is not you, you might be turning your nose up right now like, girl, move on. But if you tear a piece of paper out of a notebook that is bound by string or yarn, most of the time it will mess up your binding. What this company has done, they have given you 12 perforated pages in the back that you can easily rip out without messing up your binding. Like, that is the kind of craftsmanship that have gone into these notebooks. Like, that is what I'm talking about. Like, I just love it. Okay, so they come in 3 different sizes. I have the medium size and I do like it. That's the one I use for work. But I ended up purchasing all of the larger sizes eventually. So I have 6 altogether, and I have 3 of the soft bound. And no, I'm not using all of them. Literally, I'm only using 1 right now. which is the one for work. And I have a blank one that I use for like my prayer journal. And those are the only two. The rest are being stored in their beautiful boxes. They're still wrapped in the plastic just so that when I'm ready, then I can use them. But yes, Baron Fig, absolutely incredible. If you're looking for a brand new notebook, it will be linked. Okay. Next, you need a pen. You need a pen to write in that brand new notebook. Now, y'all know I'm loyal to Sharpie. All day, 100%. Nothing touches Sharpie in my book. I'm not saying that what I'm about to name is better than Sharpie. I'm just saying I've been picking this pen up way more than Sharpie lately, okay? I came across it on Amazon, and I don't even know why I was looking for pens, because y'all know, again, if you follow me on Instagram, if you're not following me on Instagram, you need to, because that's where like I spend most of my time. But yeah, I have a lot of pens, like a whole lot. Like I need help, a lot of pens. Anyway, I don't know why I was even looking for pens, but I came across this pen called Schneider Express. Y'all, first of all, it's kind of funky. It's kind of thick, so when you hold it, it really takes up a little bit of space. It's kind of thinner in the middle, but gets a little rounder toward the end and the top of the pen, so it really sits in your hand comfortably. I can't explain it, but it writes wonderfully. Now they're a little pricey. Okay, you're gonna get 6 in a pack for $16, so they're pricey, and apparently they're like made in Germany or something, but they write really, really nice. And like I said, I'm not talking bad about my people over at Sharpie. I love them. I'm ride or die for Sharpie. But, the Schneiders are pretty nice. And they're fine point too. So, I've been using them for work. So I will be linking these pens. Check them out. Again, that's for my stationery people, okay? If you're not a stationery addict, this kind of went over your head, okay? Next up, I keep putting this on my list, and I believe this company will be on there forever because I can't get enough, and it is Kim K's Skims. Oh my gosh. So initially when Skims made my list earlier, like last year, I was raving about the undergarments. So right now I currently have 2 pieces. I have the undergarment that pulls on like shorts, so it comes all the way up and just kind of sits underneath my breast and comes down to my knee. But I also have one that looks like a leotard, almost like a bathing suit, if you will. But I have since crossed over and purchased her like pajamas. I have those, and now she has dropped what she has called her Skims outdoor collections, and I have items from both her outdoor collection number 1 and number 2, and this includes leggings, crop tops, sports bras, unitards. I have them all, and I'm obsessed. Okay, now you're probably thinking to yourself, girl, it's like, what's so special about it? So I'm gonna tell you. 1, I love the colors. I've always been somebody who doesn't like a whole bunch of stuff on my clothes, so I don't like names and all that kind of stuff. So I love the kind of rustic colors that she comes out with the collections. It's super soft, and they stretch. They really, really stretch, and they fit my body so well. And for those of you who don't know, or maybe you do know, I'm very curvy, so I'm anywhere between like 18, 20 on the bottom, extra large or 2X on top. And so, I really want to still dress nice. And sometimes when you start to get into plus size sections, they're trying to have us looking real frumpy sometimes, and that's just not me. Like, I still want to look fashionable, and she always just nails it for me, always. And I still have a shape, which is something that I appreciate, because the fabric that she uses still sucks you in. So it's like a 2-in-1, love it, love it, love it. I have everything. I will be linking every single item that I've purchased in the link in my bio on Instagram, and as well as the link in the show notes as well. So Skims Outdoor Collection, both of them, Outdoor Collection 1 and Outdoor Collection 2, has made the list. Number 4. Okay, so let's talk about it. If you follow me on Instagram, I'm telling you, if you're not following me on Instagram, you're losing out. I raved today, August 12th, about bored. Okay. So one night I was up looking for a lap desk. So I have an office in my apartment, but my office does not have a window. So sometimes it can get a little dark in here. And for the most part, I like to watch TV. Even if I'm not watching TV, I kind of like the noise of a TV. So I usually use my iPad for that. But sometimes I kind of want to be in front of my TV, in front of a window. And every time I looked for a lap desk, the pictures that were coming up were like, you know, the old school ones that had like the white top and the little ball things underneath, and you would sit it on your lap and they would kind of flop around a little bit. So I really didn't want that at all. And so I'm like, okay, maybe I can find something different. And so I headed to my favorite place on earth, and that's Etsy, and just started typing in different like ways of putting in lap desk, lap table, lap this, all these different things, and came across this company called The Board Company. And they had a few on their Etsy page, and I'm like, I'm really digging this. Like, this is really cool. They had all these different sizes, and it was wood, which I really love. Like, I love finished wood, and they had like different designs. They could put logos. So I was really feeling this thing. So I'm like, okay. So I ended up finding their Instagram page, because that's another thing that I like to do. I'm like, okay, I'm just not going to buy from the Etsy page. I want to see like their social media, who they are, all that good stuff. And so I head over to the social media. I see even more pictures because I'm very visual. And at this point, it's like 1 o'clock in the morning for me. And child, I just had to kick Puffy out. Like, Jesus. Okay. So anyway, at this point, it's like 1 o'clock in the morning for me, and I'm doing all this research, and I'm very visual, and I could not decide between the super, super large board that they have or like the next size down. And one thing that was throwing me off was based on the size of the extra large. I was like, oh my gosh, like if I put it on my lap, is it going to teeter-totter? So I go to the Instagram page and I comment. And of course, like I said, it's 1 o'clock in the morning my time. So I'm like, there's no way they're going to comment. So I'm just going to wait until tomorrow. But the catch was I kind of needed to buy it right away because I wanted it before I left for Vegas, you know. And I think like 10 minutes later, I get a notification that they responded. So my eyebrows literally went up, because if it's one thing you don't know about me, you can learn about it today. I am a sucker for good customer service. Like, and I'm not saying good customer service equates to you not sleeping, right? That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying like, wow, like, okay, this is very quick, and it wasn't what I was expecting. So now I'm like, all right. So they had commented because I had asked at that point, on the picture what size was being demonstrated. So they answered. So then I said, okay, well maybe, you know, if I send them a DM, I might be able to really lock this thing in. So I sent the DM, and I mean, I instantly connected with her, and I just asked, you know, every question that I could think of in that moment. And she answered every single question that I had about the board. And that did it for me. I didn't care. I don't care if they painted that board red at that point. I was sold on the customer service. And so purchased the board, and it got shipped, mailed to me today, and it exceeded my expectations, y'all. I love it. And what's really cool about it is it's thin and it's very lightweight. So I think if you head over to their page, which I'll be tagging them here on the show notes and everything, you'll see she's like, there's a video of her like traveling to the beach, and she has it looped into her backpack. Like, you can travel with it too. So if you're at the beach and you're in your beach chair, you could just like loop it there, and you can have your lunch, or you could bring your laptop. So it's like portable enough that you can bring it around with you, and it doesn't look bulky and weird, right? And so I just love this thing. I'm obsessed with it. And again, back to the customer service piece, I love it. And then another thing that I love is that it's a small business, right? And so the benefits that you get with a small business is that you get that customer service. You get people who really care about their product, and, you know, they clearly make it with love, and you feel it. You know, they really want to know what you want. They will customize. If you want something larger, you want something smaller. Do you have a business and you want to put a decal, or maybe you want palm trees? They have something really cool with palm trees. So, you know, you can have that conversation with them and build something tailored to you. And that's something that I love about small businesses. You can build that relationship. And so they made my list, and I am just so excited to share them with you. I'm actually going to be working with them. We are going to be doing a giveaway, so stay tuned for that. But I also will be linking their page and their Etsy pages and Instagram. I want you to give them a follow. Definitely show them some love, even if you don't plan on purchasing a board. A follow doesn't hurt. Like their content, share it, and, you know, gifts even. Think about them. They are just a beautiful couple, and they have a great product, and I just, you know, I can't rave about it enough. I'm super pleased with it. So board company is on my list, and they made it. That was number 4. Number 5, child. If this company gets one more dollar out of me, I don't know what I'm going to do. Okay. Benjamin Oak oil. Okay. Body oil. So I just happened to be minding my business one day. I think this was like Valentine's Day. And I say Valentine's Day, I remember it because I just happened to one of those sponsored ads on Instagram, and Tommy from Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, the one of the well, I say characters, but she's on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, which she used to be. I happen to love her, and she was like rubbing this oil on her legs. She was by the pool, and I'm like, chocolate body oil. So she was advertising this body oil that smelled like chocolate for Valentine's Day. So I'm like, chocolate. So in my head, I think I was more curious, like, how in the world do you get body oil to smell like chocolate, you know? And they promoted it to be a shea butter body oil, and I have very dry skin, and I prefer body oil anyway. And so I said, okay, well, might as well try it. So I ordered it, and it came to my house. First of all, it came very quickly, and that's another thing I'm a sucker for. Don't have me waiting on my stuff, okay? It came so fast, and it comes like in this beautiful black box, so you know what it is. Y'all, I took that oil out, and I literally smell like a Hershey bar. Like, I don't know if they melt the chocolate in this oil or what, but I literally smelled like a chocolate bar. And I was just obsessed after that. Obsessed. I think I have literally purchased every single flavored oil that they have, with the exception of like 3. And one of them is the male scent. And the only reason why I didn't buy it was because I really hadn't smelled what they had described it, so I didn't know what I was getting. But I'm not opposed to like an oak citrusy scent, so I almost bought that too. But y'all, they have cotton candy, they have a banana one, watermelon, they have a glow one, so it has like sparkle, like almost like makes you look bronzy. So I bought 2 bottles of that. I mean, my God. Peach. I just bought a peach scented one. Vanilla, strawberry. I have that. Y'all, just so many different scents. So many different scents. And they all literally smell exactly like Taste the Rainbow. Smells like Skittles. I have that one. They literally all smell like exactly how they describe to be. And again, the shipping is super fast. Customer service is amazing. And because he's a fairly new business, right here out of Georgia, by the way, he's always asking what his customers want. So if you have a scent, and he's, you know, there are times when he posts on his Instagram, what do you guys want? What kind of scents are you thinking of? So it's always cool to kind of be a part of their process. They have candles coming out soon, lip balms. So his business is still growing, which is really exciting because you kind of get to be a part of that, you know? But yeah, I'm just so glad I stumbled across this page. It's so cool. So I'll be tagging them as well. Benjamin Oak Body Oil. Again, if you want to walk around smelling like a Hershey bar, I suggest you do it. It is amazing product, okay? And of course, their tagline is, this shit really works, because it does. I mean, I know I'm talking about the scent, but my skin is always soft. It's moisturized. It works, right? So we know that part. But I'm talking about the fact that they actually smell like what they say that they're going to smell like, and you smell like it all day, which is crazy. So yeah, Benjamin Oak Body Oil. Number 6 on my list, Baboon to the Moon. Now, TikTok got me on this one. I don't even know how they popped up in my sponsored ads. I honestly don't. I had never heard of this company before. I was not shopping for any kind of luggage. I don't know. So I can't even tell you how I found them. I don't know. So I can't even tell you the history of how I stumbled across them, but I'm glad I did. So I, was preparing for Vegas, or maybe I was looking, I don't know. Anyway, they popped up and this company is really cool because they sell luggage, but you can carry the bags 4 different ways. And so I purchased the medium size. I did not get the large or the super small. I forgot it's like 60 liters, I think, that I purchased. And I'll be linking it in the notes for sure. But it's really cool because they are known for like their really nice interior. So their interior of the bag might be like a funky pattern or a really cool pattern that they are special. So they might only release them one time and then they're gone, and then they'll release a new pattern and then it's gone. So that kind of stuff I love, things that are not always around. You kind of have to get them and then they're gone and you never see them again. So I love that kind of stuff. The bag is also water resistant. So if it's raining or anything like that, water will repel off of the bag. It's like this, I don't want to say plastic, almost like not rubber. You'll see it when I link it. It's water. It will not get wet. You can carry it as a backpack, a duffel bag. You can carry it across your shoulder, or you can carry it like with one handle, like almost like a suitcase kind of vibe. So cool. And it's so big. Like it's really good. The particular size that I got is good for 3 to 5 days. So it'll be good for, which I plan on taking it to Vegas. So I'll really be able to tell you how it handles. But I've been kind of playing around with it around the house, and so far so good. I'm very pleased with the quality. Again, shipping came very quickly. Shipped out actually 2 days after I had ordered it. Came very quickly, with the exception of UPS, who I seem to always have trouble with. I do not understand UPS. Anyway, so yeah, they, again, Baboon to the Moon, love them, and ended up stumbling on their page. They have great products, water bottles, fanny packs, and then again, they have 3 different sizes for their luggage. Great company. So I will tag them as well in case you're in the market for some new luggage, or if not, then maybe you want something hands-free, because I'm getting too old to be carrying bags. So what really attracted me to it was the fact that I could wear my bag as a backpack. So yeah, Baboon to the Moon. Number 7 on my list. Ooh, yeah. For my people who are in the market for headphones, Bose. Okay, so a while ago, I had purchased, so when Apple iPods came out, the first generation, everybody and their mama had those. Especially if you were an Apple user, we all just bought them, because this is like automatic. Apple comes out with a product, you get it. Love them, but what was bothering me was I couldn't talk. Like every time I would make a phone call, no one could hear me. So I ended up always switching to the free set that they would give you with the phone, because people heard me better with the free headphones. So then I'm like, okay. So then the new ones came out, the second generation, and I went out and bought them. I think I picked them up at like 7 o'clock at night, curbside. And then I took them bad boys back by 1 o'clock that next afternoon. I hated them. Absolutely hated them. And so at that point, I had decided that I no longer was like a bud girl. I think I was officially an over-the-ear headphone kind of person. But then I had purchased the Bose in-ear buds, which I had talked about in a previous podcast episode. Still love them, still use them. They're great. Bose has always worked fantastic for me. But again, I was still kind of missing that over-the-ear kind of vibe. And so I just recently purchased the Bose 700 cancellation headphones. And y'all, these things are a beast. Okay, first of all, we all know Bose is just Bose, right? The sound is incredible. You don't have to worry about the sound. It's going to be great. But I can't hear nothing with them headphones in, which is dangerous. Like most of the time that I'm working, I usually have one ear exposed just so that I can hear like if somebody's knocking on my door or whatever. I never walk with them because I can't hear anything. which is a good thing. And you can adjust the noise cancellation through the app, but I always have it on 10 because I don't want to hear nothing when I put them on. But they are incredible. And then you want to talk about battery life. I literally just charged them right before I started recording this episode. And I charged them 2 weeks ago. So typically you can get about 17 to 18 hours of a charge out of your headphones. And, I don't know about you, but I'm not listening to 18 hours worth of music straight. So they usually last a very long time, which is something that I absolutely love. And I'm still taking phone calls from them, which I love. So the Bose 700 cancellation headphones definitely have my vote. I absolutely love them. They're incredible. And the case that they come in is actually a charging case as well. So you can charge the headphones, charge the case, and then like maybe one day, let's say you're out by the pool and you're not near a plug-in, your headphones are dying, you need to charge them. If you have charged the case, all you have to do is plug your headphones up through your case and it will charge. How cool is that? I love tech. Yeah, so anyway, Bose 700, gotta get them if you're in the market for headphones, or even if you're not, go ahead and treat yourself because those things are bomb.com, okay? Yeah. Okay, now for all my fanny pack lovers, y'all know I love a good fanny pack. I probably have too many, but I'm calling this particular company out in particular because it is plus size friendly. Okay. Most fanny packs do not stretch far enough. So, okay, let me back up. So when you wear a fanny pack, typically the cool way to wear it is like kind of low on the hip, right? Like nobody really wants to wear it like the dads used to do it back in the day, or like when you were on a field trip and it was like stark in the front, boom, No, you kind of want to have it off to the side a little bit, just a little. But a lot of fanny packs don't stretch that far. So it's kind of hard if you're plus size. You'll notice and I'm not totally not knocking anybody who's plus size. It's just the truth, right? Like I had a Gucci fanny pack back in the day that just did not fit around my waist. So I would have to wear it like a slingshot backpack almost. And then if I eat one more cheeseburger, that red Gucci fanny pack is about to be worn like a slingshot too, like it just, they only go but so far because especially like the luxury brands, they're just not making them for plus size people. But Calpak, Calpak has a fanny pack that is definitely plus size friendly. This thing stretches so far that like, it's to the point where it has me thinking I lost weight. Well, I know I didn't, but I'm just like, I have to adjust it today. It's too much, and I'm like, okay. And it's great. I love it. It comes in 4 different colors. It's like a brown. I have the gray, beautiful blush pink, and of course you can't go wrong with black. And there are so many compartments in this thing, so it's great for hiking. I take it every time I go for my walk with Puffy, and great for like airport stuff. I mean, I love this fanny pack. Again, great material, easy to clean. So it's not like a dressy fanny pack. It's definitely more for like my hikers. If you're a hiker, I always throw it on like my Saturdays if I'm just running around, Sundays. So it's definitely more if you're like your active fanny pack, gym, if you're going to the gym, stuff like that. So I would not wear it like out to dinner or anything like that. I mean, unless that's your thing, do whatever you want. But just trying to help you understand like what you would wear it with. But yeah, Calpak fanny pack, I'll definitely tag them. Love it. Love it. I just can't get enough of it. Best purchase I've made as far as a fanny pack is concerned. This one's kind of funny. Number 9 on the list is Scrub Daddy. So normally I just, wash my dishes with a sponge. And TikTok, once again, I kept seeing I like watching cleaning videos. We talked about this a couple of episodes ago. If you have not listened to the Spill It card game podcast episode, you learn a whole lot about me during that one. So I would suggest you go back and listen. But I love watching cleaning videos on YouTube. And so on TikTok, I keep getting the cleaning videos and all the moms use these Scrub Daddies. And I'm like, okay, what is up with this big happy face sponge? And I just didn't think, in my head, a sponge is a sponge is a sponge. I'm like, what's the big deal? Y'all, this thing is adorable, first of all. And it's just, I didn't realize that every little part of it had a purpose. And so it's a really cool thing. And I just love it. So like the particular one that I have, like if hot water makes a sponge softer, cold water makes it harder depending on what you're trying to do. And so like now I have one in my bathroom, one in my kitchen, and it really is, it's really practical. So it made my list because I like it a lot. And if you don't have one, you just buy one. And they have like Scrub Daddy, Scrub Mommy. And then I don't know what the difference is, so don't ask me. But they have like little baby scrubbies and all these whole families. So check them out. If you don't have them already, I think they're pretty cool. I like them a lot. And I'm getting rid of my sponges because I actually think, and they kind of tell you too, these are cleaner than a sponge. So yeah, give them a shot. Next on the list, number 10. Now, I just got put onto this. Red Hot seasoning. I forgot how I found out about it. But, yeah. Red Hot seasoning. So, no one was going to tell me about this season? Like, none of y'all? Because I know y'all know about it. But anyway, if you did not know, I love hot wings. I can eat a wing every day of my life. Fried hard with blue cheese. And light on the sauce. And so, but obviously who wants to make sauce every day? And Red Hot has a seasoning, literally like the same way you would shake salt and pepper on your chicken. They have a seasoning that you can shake onto your chicken. And it tastes just like hot sauce. And it's incredible. And so it made my list because it makes cooking easier. And anything that's easier and saves us time is going to make my list. So if you like hot wings or you just like the flavor of like that Red Hot, y'all, I seasoned some chicken thighs with it, and then I cut a little bit of butter on top. And by the time that butter melted with the sauce, it tasted just like buffalo wings. Okay? Thank me later. Now, the last two are bonus because normally I only do 10, but I had to add these two because they recently made the list, and I was like, I can't wait 3 more months just to add these two. So you're going to get 2 additional items. First is FBF leggings and sports bras. Now, the original name is the, fudge is what I'm going to say, being fat. She started this beautiful movement where she was like, I'm tired, I'm getting healthy, and this is what it is. And so she started with leggings and sports bras. And I had been wanting to try it for some time, and then I just kept forgetting to purchase, and things would sell out, and my size wouldn't be there. And then she had this wonderful opportunity, the owner, to go on Good Morning America, and her leggings were like $15. Like it was like a crazy flash sale. And that's when I got a chance to try them. And y'all, these leggings are everything. First of all, they're high waist, which you can't go wrong, especially for my plus size beauties. These things sit up under my chest, so they suck in all my little rolls and they give me a waist, which is what you want. And they're comfortable, right? They are comfortable. That's what you want. I can squat, I can move around, I can still breathe, I can still eat my wings and then go work out, So that's what I'm all about, is comfort, right? Like, especially now, it's really not kind of heading back into, well, I don't want to say a lockdown, but we're still in our comfy clothes for the most part. So you guys might want to check her out. Really good quality, which is another thing I'm looking for. Thick, very thick leggings. So if you squat at the gym, we're not seeing your underwear, I just love them. And again, fast shipping. I didn't have to wait forever. Things were getting shipped out the same night I had ordered them. And this was after she had just been on Good Morning America. So you already know there was an influx of orders. Her leggings are normally, I think like $30, $40. Don't quote me. I'll link the page. But they were $15. So they were selling out like hotcakes. So that's the kind of preparation she did, right? She had a team in place ready to go to get orders prepared and shipped out the same day that people were putting their orders in. Like, that's the kind of business that I like to support, people who are prepared and ready. And so they made my list, number 11. And number 12, Glamaholic. Now, I did an Instagram story about them. And if you know anything about Mia Ray, that G Squad, they don't, or G Hive, they don't play. The minute she releases something, you got about 2.5 seconds to add it to your cart and purchase it before it's gone. And I just happened to be up. I think I was up at like 10 o'clock at night and caught what I had been looking for, and that was the toiletry set. And I absolutely love it. It is incredible. I happened to get the hot pink set, and it came in as a 3-piece, and it's perfect for travel. So I will be taking it with me to Las Vegas. So I'll be able to tell you really, how it travels, but I have no doubt it'll be great. I have a couple of friends who have her products and they travel, look great. So I'm very excited to take it with me. But again, I got the hot pink, and honestly, the pictures on the website do not do the product justice. It was so much bigger than what it looked like in the picture. I was like, surprised at how big the product was. Each item came in its own duster, which I love too, because obviously I'm not using it right now, so it's still being protected, and I just love it. And I'm always support a good Black business too. So the last two just happen to be Black owned businesses, female owned businesses too. So I will link them, and that, everyone, concludes my top favorite things right now, and very excited to share them with you. So I will be linking, this is how this works, I will link every single company in the show notes, so for you to purchase. I will also, if you follow me on Instagram, you can simply click the link in my bio. It will lead you to a page where all of these items will be linked, so it'll be easier for you to shop. And then I want you to let me know if you purchase these items and what you think. Would love to hear your opinion. Let me know. And if you have an item, or if you are a business, then you have an item that you would like for me to try and promote, holla at me. Let me know, because I'm always down for trying new things. If you have a business and you want to do a giveaway, let me know. I'm always collaborating. I always want to get people's businesses out there. So just let me know. This podcast is yours just as much as it's mine. And so I'm looking forward to working with you. And that is all I have. I appreciate you guys being so patient with me and my ghetto dog, Puffy. Again, he is free. So if you're looking for a Bichon, he's 8 years old, super sweet, just ghetto, a little ratchet, but he will love you and your family. He's free. So, just come pick him up. I don't even care. Just come get him. Anyway, I hope you have a great day. Again, if you're listening to this on Apple, please go ahead, the podcast, subscribe if you haven't already. It takes 2 seconds. Just go ahead and hit the subscribe button, and all it's going to do is let you know when I drop a new episode. And then if you can, go ahead and rate as well and leave a review. That should take you maybe two minutes, maybe, and you ain't doing nothing anyway. You're probably taking a break, so go ahead and do that. Spotify, not quite sure how that works yet, but if you can subscribe or leave a review, please do so. For those of you that continue to share my podcast, thank you so much. I've received so many cool notes and emails from those of you who listen for the first time or for the 34th time. Just thank you again for your support. And again, look out for my boot camp. Still working on that course. I'm looking forward to helping you launch your own podcast as well. Everybody has a story, everybody has a voice, and I want to help you get your voice out there. So I will be launching my boot camp very soon. And yeah, that's all I have for you. I don't have anything else. I think that's it. I just want to wish you well. I really do. I'm going to tell you this before I go. Control what you watch. Control what you listen to. Control who you hang around with. Control what you see, hear, all that stuff. There is a lot of information floating around. There's so many opinions being spewed back and forth, and our minds are just overwhelmed. There's a lot going on, a whole lot. And I am just praying that you take some time for yourself, cut things off if you need to, cut people off if you need to. And I just want you to be grounded, and meditate. If you come on my Instagram page every day, I post almost the same thing, and I don't care if you get tired of it or not. It's a 30-second clip that makes you breathe for 30 seconds. And if that's the only thing you do all day for yourself, that's enough for me. But you have got to take some time for yourself, because this world, it's chaotic. And if it wasn't chaotic before, it's chaotic now. Take some time for yourself. And I don't care. I mean, well, I do care if you have kids, but take some time for yourself. Even if you got to lock yourself in the bathroom and put that timer on for 15 seconds and just take a breather. Figure out how to do it. I don't want the kids out there by themselves. Now, I'm not a parent, so don't take parental advice from me. I'm just trying to tell you to, take a breather. Just take a breather. But you get my drift, right? On a serious note, I just want us not to feel overwhelmed. I don't want you to feel any kind of weird pressure to, if you don't feel like watching the news that night, don't do it, right? Like, I know sometimes I grew up in a household where, the news was almost, and still is, like a ritual, right? 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock. And then like Entertainment Tonight comes on at 7. Like, it was just a thing. And I don't watch the news unless I choose to. And then the minute something comes on that bothers my spirit, it goes off, period. I don't care what it is. And I choose to do my, when I want to listen or research something. So I just want you to know that you have a choice. And I think sometimes we kind of stay in our routines and we think we have to do this, and we think we have to watch the news at this time, or we have to get up at 8 and read the newspaper and drink coffee because this is what we've been doing for the past 20 years. And I'm telling you, you don't. If you need a minute, take the minute. Because there's a lot going on. There's a lot of decisions that you have to make. And that can feel overwhelming right now. Especially if you have families. And so I just want you, and then on top of everything that's going on, people are either losing jobs, transitioning from jobs, trying to figure out what they want to do. They're trying to reinvent themselves. They maybe are trying to figure out if they even want to be doing what they're doing. So there's just a lot going on. And I want you to acknowledge that's okay, right? It's okay. There's a lot going on. Give yourself some grace. Like, I think if we all kind of sit down and think about what we've been doing for the past almost 2 years now, which is crazy, you would give yourself some grace. So treat yourself the way you would treat your best friend if they came to you right now overwhelmed. I want you to say those same things to yourself and just give yourself some grace. And take a breather and drink a margarita if you drink. I know I will be this weekend. No, I'm kidding. Anyway, that was okay. That was a rant that came straight from my heart. So I hope that was meant for somebody. Because I did not plan to do that. So, prayerfully that touched somebody. But anyway, I hope you have a great day, great weekend, great start to your week. We will connect next week. And again, if you need anything from me, you know where to find me. Instagram, go ahead and email me if you need anything. LinkedIn is always a cool place to find me as well. Stay strong out there. Keep a smile on your face. Don't let these haters get to you, okay? You guys are fabulous. And the haters gonna hate. And if they're not hating, then, whatever. Anyway, don't forget to journal. Don't forget to meditate. Always start your day in a spirit of gratitude. And just know that I love you. Seriously, if you don't hear that from anybody else, know it's coming from me and my ghetto dog Puffy. Okay? We love you. We really do. And I hope you have an incredible, incredible day, weekend, and start to your week. Talk to you soon.